From the 26th of May to the 4th of June 1940, codename Operation Dynamo was in full swing. The Germans had trapped the British, French and Belgian soldiers on the beach at Dunkirk in southern France during the Second World War. The soldiers were vulnerable to constant German shelling and aircraft attacks and needed to be rescued urgently. The problem was, the British and Allied destroyer ships couldn't get close enough to the beach to evacuate the soldiers. The British Royal Navy was in charge of the rescue operation, led by Vice Admiral Bertram Ramsay. Ramsay and the UK Prime Minister, Winston Churchill, made a desperate plea to the British people. They wanted anyone with access to a small boat to help out with the evacuation. Hundreds of volunteers answered the call and bravely crossed the English Channel to Dunkirk. Some of the boats were unseaworthy, and sadly, some of the volunteers perished along the way. The little ships, as they were called, included sailing barges, lifeboats, and tiny fishing and cockle boats. They picked up the soldiers who were on the beach and in the water and ferried them to the larger ships stationed a mile offshore. They were constantly under German attack, and many died during the rescue operation. One of those to answer the call was Elsie May. Her husband Alfie was one of the soldiers trapped on the beach. Elsie and a friend Walter Foster, who was a local fisherman, set off to Dunkirk on his boat, the Penny Rose, named after his late wife. to make it across the stormy seas, knowing the soldiers are desperate and on their knees. All the little ships create a great tidal wave. Freedom is on the line, there'll be no man's slave. The spirit of Dunkirk is in full flight. Solidarity, boundless courage, heart and mind. In a world that's full of lies, they live to destroy our lives. Our destiny is nigh, just a heartbeat away. Everyone will have their day, holding on till the sun shines. We will never let you in, till the devil and the sting. We will fight and fight and fight until we die. We'll give 'em a bloody nose, a nose, we'll give 'em a bloody nose. We'll fight with our bare hands, fingers and toes, and give 'em a bloody nose, a nose, a nose, a nose, a nose. We're off to Dunkirk on the penny rolls. We'll be back in one piece depending how it goes. The fighting's cruel, it never stops. Soldiers are dropping like flies. It's hell on earth but we'll never give in, surrender or compromise. Our boys are stranded on the beach, fighting for their lives, hoping to see their families again, watching photos of their wives. We meet together as quick as we can, we sail with honor and pride. We fear no man, we can never be beat, with God right by our side. We'll give 'em a bloody nose, a nose, we'll give 'em a bloody nose. We'll fight with our bare hands, fingers and toes, and give 'em a bloody nose, a nose, a nose, a nose, a nose. Adolf Hitler must be quite a whittler. I bet he doesn't sleep well at night. Angry, draining, moaning and complaining, always in the mood for a fight. He loves what war brings, he can't wait to destroy things, even cats and dogs. Dangerous chilling, not the full shilling, and uglier than a box of frogs. Adolf, Adolf, what you gonna do when you can fight no more and you lose the war and the Russians come after you? Adolf, Adolf, you've had your final ride. You must now know, history will show, fate was not on your side. We'll give 'em a bloody nose, a nose, we'll give 'em a bloody nose. We'll fight with our bare hands, fingers and toes, and give 'em a bloody nose, a nose, a nose, a nose, a nose. Less than half a mile from the beach at Dunkirk, the Penny Rose got hit by aircraft shells and sank within minutes.